In the 90s, there was this rich couple. They had a very successful empire which they have built over the years. And they sat down and thought it twice that it was time for them to retire. So they wanted to make their daughter the CEO of their company. Now, you know how these rich white folks roll. They decided to throw a dinner party for her where she gets to meet CEOs, stakeholders, staffs, and also potential clients, and other affluent men in the society. So this happened in New York City. Now, you know how ladies roll now. She had to prepare a lot for that event. So she had to get a lot of things done, her hair, her bags. She has to go for a lot of shopping, get some heels, get some dresses, and so much more. And so one of the days while she was shopping, she bumped into her high school crush. And being that it's been a long time, they talked and they laughed and they played and just vibed for some minutes. And as they were about saying their goodbye, he told her that you have a very beautiful smile. And she couldn't hold back her blush and she smiled and walked away. Now, on the day of the big event, she was getting ready for the party. She put on her sky blue flowery dress with black heel, white Chanel bag, red hair. She was looking all beautiful. She also added her diamonds and rubies, gold necklace, gold earrings. She was sparkling and dazzling. And as she stepped out of the house, she walked into her white limo and drove down to the party hall. And as she got there, a black young man opened the door for her, took her by the hands and led her to her seat. Now, as she sat down, all that was in her mind was to impress in a press. She just wanted to make a good first in impression. But after like 20 minutes, that wasn't the case at all. Her table was a bit cold and she wasn't getting this response that she wanted to get from those around her. And so she felt sad, tensed, and uncomfortable. So she excused herself from the table and was heading to the restroom. On heading there, she bumped into her old school crush, and with just one look at her, he looked at her and asked her, "Why aren't you wearing your smile?" And she was, what are you saying? Please, I'm not in a good mood. And he was like, "No, no, I'm serious. Why aren't you putting your smile on? Like, I can see that you're looking so beautiful, so sparkling, dazzling, and all, but you seem sad, you seem tense. What's the issue?" And then she used just some few minutes to explain to him what was going on, and they had a very good conversation. And he told her that, "I know you to be a very good conversationalist, and you are looking so beautiful. Your flowery dress is perfect. Your black heels is so nice." And he said that the only issue that he could see was that she wasn't putting on her smile. And she looked at him and nodded, "Okay, not putting on my smile." And he said, "Yes, please do well to wear your smile, and I bet your evening will be wonderful." And she nodded and headed to the restroom. On getting to the restroom, she stood in front of the mirror, and as she looked directly at herself, it was as if she had a flashback of her day's activities, and she noticed that throughout all the planning and all, she has been so stressed, and she shouting at maids and getting ready, and all of that has taken a toll on her, and she wasn't smiling at all. So at that moment, she let in air into her lungs, and in that instant, she felt so positive. She felt a very big form of relief. And then at that moment, she walked into the hall. She went back to her table and she talked with people around her, and everywhere became a vibe. So interesting. She laughed, she smiled, and she was more welcoming to other people around her. In fact, people from other table came to greet her properly and had more wonderful conversations with her. Because even at the end of the event, she was even able to secure a $1 million deal with a potential client, all because she wore a smile. Now, my experience from this story is simple. Sometimes when we go out for activities, we go out for events, might be a date, might be an interview, might be a gathering, we give ourselves this mental picture of everything going so perfect. We want everything to be so in tuned, and we put so much pressure on ourselves. The goal is don't try to impress anybody. Even if you are looking to get a good first impression, try to just relax and enjoy yourself, because you are the most important person in the room. So I challenge you to you watching this video, whatever you are going for, be it a date, an interview, a gathering, whatever it may be, try to impress just yourself. Try to have fun for you, and don't push yourself or get yourself tensed up on trying to impress other best persons. And before I forget, always wear a smile.